So I think that's the mizzle thrush. Any of you birders out there know different, let me know. So I was watching a video from Leave Curious, Robert Leave Curious, fantastic environmentalist and rewilding enthusiast, and he was talking about the Sitka spruce, the Norwegian Sitka spruce that self-seeds, and we've got them here, haven't we? I think there's some here coming up, and they do self-seed. They've sort of spread around and they grow really, really quick, and they've taken over. So if this is at least semi-ancient natural woodland, we've got Sitka spruce that they may well have been planted. There's some native Scotch pines there dotted about, but these two here I'm pretty sure are Sitka spruce, and these are fairly small for this woodland. There's a few further down. Luckily they haven't massively taken over, and they've got a place in the environment. They definitely have. That's the Scotch pine there, so that's a native. And there's holly further round. Lots of beech, but there are a few big Sitka spruce down here. And Robert Leave Curious was saying, you know, do we need to thin them out more? You know, they've become an issue in terms of spreading into our native woodland. I suppose you could say that about sycamore, but sycamore's a broadleaf. It doesn't grow as quickly. Sycamore isn't a native here, but it's been here probably at least 1,000 years now. And only time will tell whether the Sitka spruce actually do settle properly. You see there's one there. They don't stay evergreen. That's all what all the yellow pine needles are, but this is a little stand here of Scotch pine, and they keep the needles. And this is a Sitka spruce here, so it's in the middle of all the trees. Thankfully, it's not really taken over. So there's one dotted here. Now, whether some of these may well have been planted, who knows? Because there are plantations across the way, but they can self-seed. That was Rob's point at Leave Curious, and the prime example is that one there. If you can really see it, it's massive, absolutely huge. And this one here is not quite as big. There's one here, very tall one. So there's little stands dotted about around here, and I think if this was being managed, that they would take those out